Hello, welcome into an adventure of EverQuest 2 on the Origin server. Forgot the name of what it was called, but this is a server that's recreating the original release of EverQuest 2, and everybody's been really happy about this, and I've been kind of waiting to do this for a while. That's why I haven't posted anything in a while. So this is just me saying, sorry the channel's been quiet on YouTube. I've been streaming still on Twitch, uh, doing various other games, which, come check out Cat Dead Work at Twitch, whatever. And come hang out, check see what I've been doing there. A lot of PvP games and stuff like that that I don't think would be great for YouTube. And if you're new here, this is just going to be me kind of vibing a little bit. We'll be playing this, having some fun. I'll be doing some kind of amateur voice acting for the quests, dialogue, and kind of treat this as ASMR, really. That's what people say. They like to listen to my stuff and just kind of chill. I do have my own music going, which you cannot hear on YouTube because it is copyright stuff, so it will not work. But if you want, go ahead and load up your own playlist, or you can link down below to the playlist that I have playing right now, and just put it on shuffle, and it's the full experience. Without further ado, we shall get started. I have done a couple quests already. I'm only level 2 as a Kerra berserker, and we're on the starting island on the evil side, so we'll be continuing through. I believe that's all the information I need to put out today, so let's have fun. And one of the main key differences about this, other than the original, or the live version of EverQuest versus this original release, is combat is so much slower. Like, almost painfully slow, but this is how it was back in the day, and it's more fun. It allows you to interact with people, or not be on comms all the time. Normally when this game starts, on the live version, you'd be plowing through these things, hitting about 4 or 5 different buttons going through. And this is just, I can press one button, and now I have to wait 30 seconds for it to come up again. That's why I have my attack timers, which should help out a little bit more. See a shiny I'm gonna go grab. These are still very important. I should look at these parchment scraps. Examine. As the parchment are torn and jagged as though ripped from a much larger document. Barely make out some writing on the scrap. The horse sentries will that we. There's a very little to go on in this note, but it's obvious that the Turian horse sentries are involved. Decide that you will hunt them down until you receive more information. Right. Get away. Baka. Let's see if we can take this guy on, because this will probably hurt. They're a level higher than me. Yeah, but I do actually have gear. Oh, speaking of gear, that's another thing that's different here. You look at gear, I have this piece now that has 1 strength and 5 health. Back in the day, or no, this is back in the day. I'm gonna get this fucked up every time, don't worry. But in the live release, it's not strength, dexterity, and all that on your stats. It's primary and secondary stat. So now you actually get to pay attention to your gear and see what it all does. Hey, I'm actually winning. Ooh! Don't mind if I do. I'm big beefy boy now. So yeah, the damage values have gone significantly lower. I think on live you'd be hitting for like 100 points of damage already. I'm hitting for 1s and 2s. Yeah, Mr. Horse Sentry. It's more people. You start getting multiple, that's when it's dangerous. Now that we got those guys, we examined the parchments together. Put the parchments together. You have the parchment pieces, and the newest piece adds enough new words that you can read the horse sentry's will that we can. Wild bears. Wilder bears. Friends are using the wild bears for something. Various animal trainers, perhaps slaying wild bears will force some change in plans. Back to killing bears. Oh. Where you come from? I don't like this. The bear's winning! actual bears. Shiny. Shiny. It's the feather I already have. The chest. What do we get? Bearskin boots. More stamina and health for 1 mitigation. I will take it. You respawn? That's good. Alright. Not sure where there's more to this parchment or not. I'll take another look at it and see if it makes sense now. Alright. Examine. Seems to be no new clues to finish off the puzzle. The Horse of Centuries will, that we can. Elder Bears. What are Koreans doing? What plan do they have that would use the Wilder Bears? Charles Acker has some insight into what all this means. I'm going to visit him again and see if he has perhaps gotten any more information.
Have you found more of the missing pieces?
Yes, this is the message I managed to put together.
The Tunarian note is still incomplete, but this may be enough to advance our prestige. You know you're very good at this kind of thing. Tell me, would you be interested in helping me on a more personal level?
In what way?
As you know, I came here to make more of a name for myself. When I return home, my marriage will take place. I've been betrothed since birth to a lady from a good family. The match will elevate my family's status. Unfortunately, my betrothed has the face of a horse.
Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate.
Also, unfortunately, I found myself unnaturally attracted to one of those Tunarian spies. A wood elf. She's graceful, beautiful, and deadly. Nothing must come of this fancy of mine. I cannot let my reputation be sullied by even the merest hint of a romance with one of their kind.
Yeah, that's heresy. You can actually be put down for that to begin with. This is also the evil side, so we don't fraternize with the good people. What do you need me to do?
Find Leanna. Kill her. I do it myself, but I fear that seeing her again might weaken my resolve. She could be anywhere on this island. Once she's out of the way, I won't be tempted again, and my family's honor will not be stained. For all I know, she was put here specifically to entice men like me to falter.
Sure, buddy. Nice comb over. I'll take care of her.
There's no time like the present.
Easy for you to say. Alright, Cessna
The
for me.
bears are dead? Good. Now's for a tricky task, so pay attention. The hawks you will now hunt reside high on the cliffs in Cliff Diver Canyon to the west of here. Until now, we've been unable to get to them.
How do I do it?
The Cliff Diver hawks perch high up and watch for foods to attack below. I's got some food for them right here. Take these mole rats, and when you think you are in a good position below the hawks, examine them in your inventory and release one. Return if you needs more.
Dinner is served. Some of those. Let's go make some room in my bag so I got no room. Got a little bit of room here. Money to buy anything that might be of use. Battle axe, maybe? Main hand only. Point one, that is better. Not eating into my money too much. Place Bear Claw, Maul, when activated, lasts for 16 seconds. Melee damage. Anymore? Slap that down there for use. Some rando coming out of the bushes at me. All right. Well, that's fine. He's still alive. Saved him. We eating a bird tonight. You bastards. I think it'll be soloing mostly through this. Maybe even up to like level 10. Then we'll start looking for a group. May need a party for the last part of this area because it's kind of hard. Eight. Power. Extra stats. Hey, Piro, welcome in. How you doing today? Jay, how are you feeling from all the booze and sugar you've been eating today? Still tired? Could always be worse things. Small tummy ache. Not even that. Me and my boss shared mudslide. Ah, that's not bad.
Done a good job stopping any new recruits for the Tunarians. Here, this note was just delivered to us. I believe it is from Tail.
Thank you. Ooh, what did I get? Defense, 1 damage melee weapon has a cast provoke counterattack. Ooh, slashing damage and I have a helmet now. I'm Spartacus. Burke, Vermeer has informed me that you are serving him well. Set aside funds for him to reward you for your service. As I told you before, loyalty and service are highly valued and will be amply rewarded. Impressed with your work so far, and new mission for you. Discovered that Turian Alliance's main source of income is a mine in the Wilderwood. Mine is the perfect setting to employ our next strategy for conquering the island. Distraction. By causing a disruption at that mine, it will allow us to flank the Queenosians from the opposite side. That's more armor. For Zilith, he has already been informed of the action you will be taking. Lots of small sips and the fatigue of reading all of it was worse than the alcohol. It's fair.
So, ready for a little sabotage? The mine is inside the Wilderwood in the far eastern corner.
You want me to...
Head in there and stir up the hornet's nest. Take out some of their miners, and while you're at it, grab some of the loose ore around the mine. Tail wants to know what it is that they're mining.
Consider it done, my friend. That's another thing. There's no quest markers anymore on the map. You gotta actually pay attention and understand what the fuck you're doing. It's also kind of the first area I need to actually be careful. Multiple two people and they could probably kick my ass. Or I can just absolutely savage one of them right off the bat. Holy crap. Alright, that's all I needed.
Nice work. As you probably noticed, there are additional Tunarian horse sentries being sent into the Wilder Wood to check on the mine. We need another distraction to thin out the Kinosian forces even more. It's time to deal with those meddling sentries once and for all.
Yes, those horse sentries have been a thorn in my side.
Head back into the Wilder Wood and take out some of these horse sentries. The more you slay, the more Kinosians will be sent to investigate, which will provide our chance to attack. Return to me when the deed is done. By the way, I'll take those ore samples and make sure they find their way to Tail.
Very well, I'm heading back in. Murder is afoot now. Come here and let me murder your foot! They seem to be having issues. Shiny, gotta go grab that. Excellent. Yeah. Sentry. The bear.
Cenarian reinforcements are on their way to the Wilder Wood. Our time for attack is now. Te'il will be glad to hear of your work. Speaking of Te'il, take these sealed orders. She sent them for you, and if I were you, I would not ignore them.
I won't. Burkive, I am again pleased to hear of your progress. It was shown that you are capable and cunning. These are strong qualities. You prove your value, we are more and more inclined to trust you. The militia has pushed through the Turian Alliance line into the Valley of Discipline, the area they use to train their animals. Our forces have set up a forward camp in the alcove located in the eastern portion of the valley near the archway. The militia is using this position as our point of attack. Your orders are to go to seek out Captain Tyrith, the leader of the forward operation. He will direct your efforts in this final phase of the assault. I don't want to give up 2 strength. Not at the moment. Strength is pretty important, right? Please forget about you, asshole. Shiny. Duck feather, huh? Of course, the giant bear walks that way. Deal with you. Parchment, let's get the shiny. Edges of the parchment are torn and jagged, as though ripped from a much larger document. Parchment looks familiar, and you can realize it's part of the same note Charles Barker had asked you to track down. The words on the other piece of together with this one spell out the message. 4 centuries will that we can eliminate the wilder bears. Way odd. But the Turians want to eliminate the wilder bears themselves. Perhaps it's time to take down a few more Turians to find out what they know. Something out. Once again, this could get hairy, fighting 2 at once. Let's take a look. Next set of scraps would go to the parchment pieces. This is from the parchment scraps. Now, the horse sentries will prove difficult. We can eliminate the wilder bears to... Eliminate the wilder bears to do what? It sounds less like a Turian plot, but it's obvious there is still more to it. More of it to be found. That last piece be the note on the Turian bear masters? Hey, look, what a coincidence. Got the bears. We shall hunt down the bears. And the treasure chest. That'll be worth some money. But it says the horse sentries will prove difficult to avoid. I hope that we can eliminate the wilder bear, Charles. It's like Charles Archer has some explaining to do. Sure, he's betraying the trust of the Overlord, or if this note indicates something much simpler. Take this back to him. Turn in. Okay. Eat that shiny right there. Okay. I remembered about you assholes. You got some explaining to do.
What's that? You found more of the parchment?
Yes, but something about it puzzles me.
I can't speak of it here. It is very important that we draw no attention to ourselves. Meet me in the Wilderwood. There's a shallow alcove known as the Nook, beyond the trees, along the northern wall.
Alright, I'll see you there. Should be it. Yeah, he moved.
That note, do you have all of it?
For the pieces I gave you earlier.
Good. I wrote this note. That's probably what puzzled you. It contained a hidden message to Leyenna. I was planning to meet her secretly. Then I realized how foolish that would be, but I had already sent her the note.
Ah, so you killed her. What? God damn it. And because that other dude just ran up and just finished it up real quickly, he canceled it for me.
Is she... I see. I hadn't expected that. The main thing
Okay, I
is
guess
that
I'm
Leyenna
finishing
will
it here.
no longer bother me. I wonder, though, who could have killed her? We may never know, and I can marry my betrothed in peace. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now I think my quests are all fucked up. Hmm. Alright, so it puts me back at this step. See if we can complete it this time without it borking. The main thing I don't get is, like, it finished. It gave me the loot. There's another quest after that that I know I should do. I'm just really confused that it broke that way. Beastmaster. Or Bearmaster.
What's that? You found... I can't speak of it.
See you later. Go and talk to him up here again. And we'll try and be quick about it so nobody else can just run up and blast through it and fuck the quest again for me.
That note. Do you... Good.
I see you killed her.
Mighty Overlord, no. I waited for her here, as prearranged. She did not come, and the next thing you know, one of the other men gave me part of the note and told me to investigate the Tunarians. I couldn't tell if he knew my secret or not.
So you killed him?
What is it with you and killing? No. I was grateful for the chance to find the rest of my note and destroy it before anyone else realized I had signed it. I thought Leanna might still have the rest of it, and you proved that she at least had some of it still.
And who killed Leanna?
Perhaps a jealous lover, or maybe she was torn apart by the wilder bears. You must keep this secret. My family will never understand the indiscretion I showed. Nothing happened between Leanna and me, so it's best forgotten. Get rid of these...
Okay. Let's have the next part of the quest. Fucker. Okay. Got that. I can just go ahead and get rid of it. Yes, one more. A hawk feather. from scraps into the flames, stir it is curled, blackened, and finally turn into ashes. Hey.
You! I saw you put something into the fire. Come here.
Which one?
The fire burns hot, hiding all traces of what's inside.
What are you talking about?
Just curious. I know you've been seen speaking with Charles Arker lately.
What of it?
Defiant, aren't we? Well, don't look so surprised. Of course I know your name. There are those who would like more information about Mr. Arker's activities. I am Field Investigator Jaren Tzizink. Can you help me?
That depends.
Defiant, aren't we? Well, don't look so surprised. Of course I know your name.
This is not too difficult.
There are
His
those who
fiance's
would like
family would like some
about
information.
Mr. Arker's
Actually,
activities.
chat up some of the
I'm
other
Field
freeporties
Investigator
around
Sharon.
here.
The fire burn. Just defiant, aren't we?
Horns around here to see if any
don't
of them
look so
say
surprised.
anything.
Of course I know
Just
your
ask
name.
you be rewarded.
There are those who would
I can
like
do.
more information. Excellent.
Back.
Hail!
Hey, Nog. What do you know about Charles Arker? Charles Barker? 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 No, never heard of him. Thanks for letting me know.
Greetings.
Tell me, what do you know of Charles Arker? Sorry, never heard of him. Did he die recently? Not yet. Thank you, though. Soon.
Greetings. I've been stationed here at the outpost to teach new recruits the
You
finer
know
points
anyone
of
named
combat.
Charles Arker? He's a
After
very
all,
famous
it's our
hero.
duty to honor. I've trained the greatest champions on this island. I've never heard of anyone by that name.
Thank you.
Hello there. So, you're the new addition to the outpost that we've been hearing about. I've been stationed here by the Overlord to instruct you in ways that
Have
you
you
can interact.
met Charles
with the world
Arker?
around you.
He's a well-known fellow.
I've met many great heroes of the Overlord since arriving at the outpost, but I can't recall anyone by that name.
Thank you anyways, Captain.
This stew is yums! Livers!
Alright. What do you know about Charles Arker?
Gorga not cook someone by that name. Not yet.
Thank you. Good luck with your meal. Alright.
Greetings.
Do you know someone called Charles Arker? Sorry, but I can't say that I know this person. Thank you, Vela.
What have you discovered?
Talk to you.
Well met.
Do you know Charles Arker? Sorry, never met that person. Could see me about some training, though. Thanks, I'll check back with you.
I am Lucan Delier, protector of the realm.
Hey, Vamir.
The Tunarians won't have many animals to train because of you. Nice works. Return to me if you ever need some more mole rats.
What can you tell me about Charles Archer?
Is he that guy with the bad comb over?
Yeah. Thanks for your time. See that asshole with the bad comb over? Yeah. I never heard of him. It's breaking.
What have you discovered?
Good news, no one has even heard of Charles Archer.
Interesting. Charles has been sending word that he is very popular and renowned for his exploits. Well, I suppose a little bragging beats a little infidelity. The marriage will proceed as planned.
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Yep, that's what I want. Stamina, strength, and wisdom. That's good stuff right there. Yeah, so hold on that for now. Let's go to the beach and do the quest, because I need to get some Nautilus shells. That should be fairly easy to do. The undead, it'll be a little bit harder, because I think they're like groups of 3. They'll need to wait till I'm higher level for those guys. Aha. Kind of hard to see sometimes. They're just loading. First person for this.
Holy snog ratchets, that was quick.
Snog ratchets. Alright, here are your specimens.
Excellent. This ship is gonna be magnificent. Here, take this for your efforts.
Thanks. You're basically building a submarine. Six, I'm level 4. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight those guys. They will kick my ass. Oh, right, I got this. Increase defense. Okay, yeah, these are my... What's wrong? I've entered DPS mode.
I saw you put something into the fire. Come here.
Alright, so now we just need to make it up to here. Bad. Two shinies. Delicious shinies. God damn. That should be a nice boost of experience for me. No! Okay, I might die. Yeah, I'm not surviving this one. I'm expecting the scout and the bear. Maybe one. I died like a scrub.
Salutations.
I have a collection for you. Cute. Oh, I can even wear this. Not too good. Better than nothing. Let's see. Healer, so I'm just gonna have wait for my sickness to go away. It's about a minute. Look for some more shinies on the beach because I need the shells now in the last thing in this area.
I saw you put something into the fire. Come here.
Got all my stuff. Dying is expensive and you don't want to do it. And in the live version, you could handle 4 things at once like that. It might get a little hairy, but it is not that bad. But I couldn't handle, I could barely take out one of them before I died. Hopefully, when I level up, should make things a little bit better. Start off with Bear Trainer here. To sleeves. It'll be money. That's nice. The respawn rate's real low. Or real high. A lot of times in live, you'd have a problem with things just constantly respawning on you because they just pop up so goddamn fast.
The attack has begun, and the enemy shall fall. You must be here to take part in the festivities.
That's me.
Ah, you were the one who coerced these sentries out of the area before the attack. Nicely done. It is time to complete our domination. The militia are advancing and beginning to clear the area. It is time to strike quickly.
What must I do?
Take this torch. Work your way in and set fire to 2 of the nearby tents. Others have begun the raising as well. If another's flame fails, make sure you finish the job. This island will soon be ours.
I'll burn the tents of the Quinosians. I like fire. I don't actually need any more of the sparklies here, but it's so bad. The habit is in there. This guy's winning. What's going on? I'd like you to stop winning this fight. That'd be great. It'll be better when I level up. There we go. My second attack now. Oh, an heroic opportunity already. Interesting. I missed, so it didn't count.
The rising smoke reveals your courage, but are you ready to finish what we have started?
I'm ready.
We believe that the leader of these elves waits atop a treehouse, located through the archway to the east. It is certain that the flames have been spotted, so we need to act quickly. You must travel to the top of this treehouse and finish the battle.
I will head to the treehouse. Go to bed. Show of hands. Who likes to play with fire? Me. Son of a bitch! Wait a minute to get my health back up. Oh, it's so hard. I could. Execution. Transpiration. Physical. Try defensive stance for a little bit, see how well this goes. Either work out well or poorly for me. Get more health. There we go. Sleep. Are you fucking kidding me? Where the hell did these assholes come from? Ow! Okay. Seems like here. Alright, it's saying I'm not looking for group and I can't find a group. That's annoying. So... It would have been fine if it wasn't for 5 things just crawling up my butthole. Oh god. Help you, dude. He wants to join a group and maybe we could do the quest together. Help him out, help myself out. That guy doesn't seem to be wanting to be helpful. Fortunate. See a shiny. Have that. Sweet.
Oh, the sweet smell of death. They're so dry and brittle, just like I remembered. Thank you.
Weird. You're welcome.
Here, take these coins. This should be more than what the merchant would give you for these beauties.
That would be very helpful. I just have to throw myself really hard at that boss and try and burn them down before I die. Not something I really want to do. Also figure out why I can't use looking for group. Yay, we got a party. So that's where they came from. They were standing up here. Trixie, Trixie. I love that depending on the height of your character, you either have to swim or you can just walk through.
So, Adrium is dead. I take it you found the key.
What do you know about the key?
You still have much to learn, but I'll let you in on a little secret. Sometimes things are best left unsaid until they reveal themselves. We have been watching your every move, and you have proven quite worthy of our true goal.
Wait, our goal isn't to take the island?
Of course it is. But there is something more. You know that mine you took the samples from? The samples were packed with precious lapis lazuli, more so than any other source near Freeport.
So I've been used?
No, you've been training. Training for the final confrontation you were about to take part in. You think Tael couldn't have just done all this herself? Prove to us you are ready to become an esteemed citizen of Freeport and share in the wealth.
What must I do?
We've been questioning some captives and had scouts follow the Tanarian haulers from the mine to a cave near the back of Adrium's treehouse. We believe that this cave holds the true leaders of the Elves, known as the Circle of Elders.
And what about the loot you spoke of?
Good form. You sound like a Freeport citizen already.
The loot?
The loot should be in the cave. Nothing has left the island for months. We've had it completely surrounded. Head in there and take care of the Elders.
Consider it done. going to be rough. Kick my ass. One of them. I knew we'd find you. Important Quinosian is not important. This is your days upon the north at the end. Aye.
Well done. That fool Kale had no idea what was coming. The Tunarians are finished on this island.
So is the battle over?
Yes. Our efforts have been a success. The island is ours, and so is the fine assortment of valuables. The Overlord will hear of your bravery. As promised, here is a reward that will prove useful in your future adventures.
Thank you, Tail. Wow, there's a lot of them. Alright, so I got this now. And axe. Big damage boost. Perfect for big old slaps. A victim. Yes, dudes. Yeah, for an Inquisitor. This is the safe way back. The octopi! Off to sleep, thankfully no booze tomorrow, just a never-ending fountain of chocolate. Man, life's just showing you some hard battles lately, Pierre. You have my sympathy, you lucky asshole. Sleep well, and thanks for stopping by. And increased agility, it's not great for him, but it is a shield, so I'll hold on to it for now. Shadow Knight. Quick look for any shinies. Shinies.
So, you ready to go ashore, matey?
Yes, take me to Freeport.
You best be sure to explore the whole island, you hear?
I'm ready for the challenges ahead. Take me to Freeport.
Yeah, that's what we'd be needing.
After Freeport. Thanks for the ride.
Don't you mind. We get paid to do that.
To Freeport. Welcome to Freeport, where you too can be an asshole. Oh, the hoods are back. Oh, the hoods are back. I love the hoods.
Come closer, so that those things cannot overhear us.
Things do you speak?
Those followers of Erud. They caused the death of Kajan, our ancestor who brought peace to the Kerra. They have tormented us through the ages, and even now, they haunt the Kerra with their mere presence. Do you not feel the enmity which flows between their kind and ours?
I do feel something.
The defiling of Otis, the destruction of all we held sacred, yes, we feel it still. The stones beneath us tremble, the winds above us howl. We are a peaceful people, and our ancestors cry for justice. Will you stand with me and make the necessary offerings?
Of course.
Excellent. Seek out the Kajan stones, remnants of Otis, Kerra Isle, and Luckland placed beside each of the entries into the byway for protection. Touch and gather dust from each of the 3 stones, that we may begin the ritual. The first stone is but a step through this portal. The other 2 are slightly farther away at the other gates.
We'll find them.
You bring me hope. By the way, though it pains me to say so, Stonestair Byway's inn is run by one of them. Locate the inn on your local map and speak with innkeeper Zahar about obtaining a room at your leisure.
Faith will be justified. I will do as you say.
Count yourself lucky the Overlord has not yet outlawed stupidity. Therefore, you are free to go.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you, Omar. So, in the lore, the Iridites caused the destruction of the Khajiit homeworld. Thus, everybody's a little bit salty. So, you know, the smart thing for the Overlord to do is put the Khajiits and Iridites together. Nothing bad will come of this. Where's the other way? Yeah, it's this way. And the best part about the hoods, the prostitutes.
The stones. Did you find them?
Yes, I've touched them each and gathered some dust, as you requested.
Good, good. If only we could perform our rituals without them seeing us. They mock us continually. They mocked Kajan as he lay dying of the illness that they infected him with. But they shall soon learn that while we Kerra are peaceful, we should not be underestimated.
You will perform the rituals somewhere else, then?
I serve as an ambassador to the Kerra who are new to the Stone Stair Byway, and should not leave my post, lest our people fall prey to the tricks of the erudites. In any event, you must now bathe in the waters that surround us, praying for Kajan's blessings. This is a symbolic cleansing, for the Kerra come from across the water.
Right back. Oh, this is some gross-ass water. Come on, whoever heard of a cat getting wet on, like, purpose?
The waters are cold, and they are not as clean as those of our ancestral homeland.
Yeah, I noticed. I hate swimming. I actually really love swimming.
I understand. The cleansing in this water is a reminder that we Kerra are from across the water. And when we step from the water back onto land, the wind caresses us, drying our fur. The wind is our mother, as the stones are our father.
Stones by the wind?
Do you recall nothing of Kerra history?
I remember some of it.
You should speak with Nashi. She remembers more of our history than anyone. You will find her within the ground floor home some paces inward and to the south of this portal.
Seek out Nashi.
Please, speak with her now, then come back so that we may continue our rituals.
I will do as you ask.
Count yourself lucky the Overlord has
I'm gonna
not
kill you,
yet
Omar.
outlawed stupidity. Therefore, you are free to go.
Nashi!
The presence of the erudites amidst the reign of Lucan disturbs me. I do not think it's wise to get involved in their affairs. My advice to you, traveler, is to let them be. Let their plans unfold, and let their fate be achieved.
Myself with... Is her presence so disturbing?
Aside from the turbulent history that binds my kin and the erudites together as hated enemies, they have come beyond their natural selves. The nature of their magical evolution only lends to the suspicion of their more recent subservient disposition.
How do you know about the erudite's evolution?
Tales of Kerran history are well kept by its people. The legend of the erudite's ascension has been recited since the dawn of this event. I would offer you this tale, should you have the ears for it.
Alright, tell me the story.
It is said that all erudites on Otis set aside their differences sometime before the Great Wars and the Shattering. The combined forces of the heretics and disciples of Erid ventured to the Stonefront Mountains and built their fortress of tranquility and fear.
Erudites joined forces.
We are not entirely certain why the erudites let their centuries-long feud come to an end. Some would say that it was in relation to the sudden dormancy of the great transportation monoliths. Others would claim that the High Men envisioned a far more elaborate plan. Certainly the erudites themselves hold this answer, but it is one that they keep secret.
So the unit's kissed and made up and you're afraid. You disgust me. I'm assuming that's just to end the conversation poorly. That's really strange. Were they diametrically opposed religiously?
Indeed, my friend. The Citadel was designed to hold a temple to each of the patron deities these societies revered. The erudites tried to conceal their work from the world beneath the Citadel. However, history would not allow our ancestors to be so passive and unassuming.
What did the ancestors do?
Our ancestors took to sabotaging the Citadel's construction during the night. It was when the Erudite stationed more guards that the ancestors were forced to dig beneath the site. That was how they discovered the truth behind the Erudite's efforts.
Alright, now this is getting interesting. What did they discover?
The Erudites had constructed a base of concentrated arcane power that was obviously the foundation and core of their plans. Fearing another catastrophic event engineered at the hands of careless erudite meddling, the ancestors took sanctuary on Kerra Isle, abandoning their homeland to the inevitable fate of the continent.
What was the inevitable fate?
What happened shortly after the ancestors' retreat was both awesome and frightening. Nearly a week after the retreat, on the onset of dawn, a great sound echoed from the continent like a song of 1,000 great whales. Within a few moments, the sound went still and all was suddenly quiet.
What happened next?
A cloud of mist radiated from the north, enshrouding the entirety of the continent and the surrounding shores in a thick, shimmering veil of impenetrable fog. All grew eerily quiet. This phenomenon lasted a few short minutes before the mists retreated.
Oh, was the continent gone? Is that what happened to Otis?
No, Otis remained, and to the surprise of those who bore witness, it was as if nothing had occurred. The forests of Toxulia remained, and the snow-capped peaks of Stonebrunt could be seen upon the northern horizon. However, all remained silent and deathly still for the days that would pass.
Didn't your ancestors go exploring?
None dared to tread upon the land, believing it was now cursed or fouled by the Erudite's magic. As the first of the silent days passed, many came to accept that the Erudites had destroyed themselves and all living creatures upon the continent. A lunar cycle would pass before our ancestors learned otherwise.
What did the ancestors learn? What did they see?
They saw the Erudites much as we see them now. Their altered forms frightened many, warding the ancestors from the continent for many generations to come. What magics occurred beneath the mist are a mystery. The Erudites will not share this tale openly with most, for we think that they too are without answers to their mysterious transformation.
That was interesting. Thanks for the story. Hey, that's fucking weird.
Lucky the Overlord has not
Yeah, I'm gonna kill you, Omar.
Now, do you remember more of Kerra history?
I had not forgotten.
Many look at us and think we are but overgrown pets. The Kerra are not simpletons, though there are some who behave as though we are.
They're jealous of our lineage.
We Kerra have lived and prospered in many places, even here, where we cannot feel the earth beneath our feet. The wind is desolate, and our enemies are our neighbors. We survive. Now then, to the test.
The test?
Keep in mind that everything in life is a test of one sort or another. What did the ancestors discover about the Erudite citadel on Otis?
That it was filled with cheese in order to lure the Ratonga to their doom. Wait, no, that's my idea. Erudites were hiding a base of concealed arcane power.
Yes. Once this was discovered, what did the ancestors do?
They created an even larger base to show the Erudites how it's done! Shave their tails and pretend to be Ratonga? What? They fled Kerra Isle.
Excellent. What happened after they fled to Kerra Isle?
The one that talks about Ratonga. The Ratonga fled to Otis. Yeah, there's another one about Ratonga. I like Ratonga. Let's see, I'll put homes out of reach for most Kerra, causing them. Price of fish dropped that the ancestors were well equipped with necessary gear for deep sea fishing. They heard a loud noise followed by a cloud of mist that blanketed Otis.
You know the history of our ancestors.
Thank you.
Still, it is not enough to know only our history. For look around us. We are plagued by the very ones who nearly destroyed our kind. Our ancestors moved away from them. And now, ironically, we are forced to live side by side with those glowing freaks.
We are peaceful people. Atara, they cannot harm us now.
Do not let appearances fool you. They twisted our trust before, and they do so even to this day. They think we are simple. They think we can be tricked. Yes, we are peaceful, but that does not make us stupid.
The Erudites plotting against us again?
If you hear them with your own ears, you will never be fooled by them. Some of our people have been keeping an eye on them. Go to The Hole, a tavern near the Fountain of Anguish. Speak with Miala. She will tell you what she has heard.
I've heard enough, I will return. Ooh.
There are challenges ahead. You demonstrate eagerness to learn and grow. I am very proud of you.
Thank you.
What a pleasure to meet you. It's not often I get a chance to speak with a talking pile of dung.
Omar, I swear to God. Hello, Rick. I am the innkeeper for this district. We have received word of your arrival and have a room prepared for you. Like to know more about housing? Sure. It's the housing tutorial. Thank you. Bye. Let's check out this room. There. You're leaving. Gotta make sure you look good. Put that up there and completely forget about it. When did I get this?
Another adventurer. Why don't you go bother one of those overgrown house cats?
Listen, Omar's already on the shit list and pretty high. You don't want to be up there. That guy won't stop staring at me. He's creepy. Batara said, "Hush! You might be overheard. Their spies are everywhere. I know why Batara sent you to me. Yes, I've heard of them speak of eliminating the Kerra, but Eli, the arms dealer, knows this firsthand. He is near the North Freeport gate, where the guards constantly watch him. I myself. What? I'm some kind of exhibit? Did they send you? They who watch me constantly? Who have the militia watching me? Bilal said you might know more about the Erudites' conspiracy against the Kerra? Yala? Well, then I will tell you my story. My brother and I lived in rooms near the dock. Squalid rooms. Their walls tumbled down and infested with rats. My brother complained to the landowner. One of them. Sounds reasonable. Ha! So thought my brother. Until that night when we were accosted by on our very doorstep by erudite thieves, who slit his throat and promised to do the same to me if I reported it. They said all cats should be drowned at birth, and were binding me to throw me into the harbor. Several other Kerra arrived, and the erudites ran off. Cowards. What happened? What could we do? My brother lay dead and the militia arrived, blaming me. As if I would raise a hand against my own kin. The sting of it is that no one who hears the tale believes the erudites were strong enough to take on a Kerra. Who did this to you? Who did this to you, Mia? Melai? Should be vengeance. There should. But here I must work, within eyesight of the guards. They watch me constantly so that I cannot pursue justice on my own. Speak with Boer Thindel, not far from here. He has sworn vengeance on my brother's behalf. I will speak with Thindel.
Are you going to buy anything today, or am I just wasting my time? This isn't a museum display, you know.
Welcome to my little shop, my friend. Well, I suggested I speak with you about his brother. A sorry business. The erudites, though. Eli's family had overheard something they should not have heard. They arranged to move Eli's operation to the North Freeport Gate. Keep a closer watch on him. Bah! I spit on those glowing beasts. Call us animals, but they are far, far worse. What can I do to help you avenge the crime against our people? I fear that I am being watched myself. Erudites who conspire against us still meet, ironically, in the same rooms in which Eli and his brother were attacked. They often hide in the upstairs apartments near the dock. Abika has seen them lurking in one of the alcoves. You enter the apartments, go to the room just left of the entry. They will not see you come in, but you can hear them over the wall. We'll go and hear what can be heard. I think it's this one.
Stone Stair Byway will be cleansed of their kind.
Those
We cannot
rats
fail
will
to be
find
rid of these
themselves
pests.
declawed soon enough. I've seen the results myself. Very impressive. This infestation of vermin disgusts me. Surely the Overlord is doing something about it.
Yep, they're talking about killing all of the Kerra.
And so, what do you think?
Erudites are conspiring against us, just as you said.
Now you see our dilemma, for we cannot strike openly at them. The Overlord forbids it. Yet they plan and plot in secret. It seems we must do the same.
One of us is able to take down one of them in secret.
Those followers of Erud. They caused the death of Kajan, our ancestor who brought peace to the Kerra. They have tormented us through the ages, and even now, they haunt the Kerra with their mere presence. Do you not feel the enmity which flows between their kind and ours?
And slowly whittle away their ranks? Good thinking, Rick. You are truly the pride of the Kerra. Now then, what do you suggest? The old days we would have prepared a blood ritual. As for our decrees of the Overlord, we return to hear what else the conspirators plan, then kill them where they stand.
An excellent idea. Be careful. Do not let the militia hear anything that will arouse their suspicions.
Tread carefully.
I shall stay at my post and divert attention as I can.
I'll return soon. Covered in the blood of our enemies.
What a pleasure to meet you. It's not often I get a chance to speak with a talking pile of dung.
I hear. Hush! Someone approaches.
Do you hear that?
This dude coming out of nowhere at me.
I see the fire in your eyes. How goes the battle?
Well, and quietly.
The ancestors attempted to flee from danger. They felt overwhelmed, and in the end, they were nearly destroyed. If all Kerra show the promise that you do, I know our future will be secure, even against them. And to know our enemy, it is to our advantage to work with one of them, to learn their secrets, and use them in our continuing fight for justice.
I will try to justify your faith.
You have a bright future amongst the Kerra. Though it may seem contrary to all you have learned to work with one of them, you will never be taken in by their falsehoods. Please seek further insights from custodian Zadar Solesia in the graveyard. The gate leading to the graveyard is near the Kajan Stone of Luckland.
I will look for the custodian.
It is repulsive to work so closely with our enemies, but the knowledge you gain outweighs the unpleasantness of being so close to them. The blessings of our ancestors be upon you.
Thank you, Balara.
What a pleasure to meet you. It's not often I get a chance to speak with a talking pile of dung.
To the graveyard!
And who might you be? Come forward so I can look upon you, stranger.
My name is Rick. Balara told in Stone Stair Byway sent me to speak to you.
Ah, yes. You look exactly how you were described to me.
I'm honored that you know me by name.
Oh, come now. It's not often that the name of an adventurer of your stature passes outside of the districts, although it comes as no surprise to me that you have already risen above these other lesser beings.
Who might you...
You mean to tell me you've never heard of me? Well, I shouldn't expect a common adventurer such as you to associate with people of my social status, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
Oh? What is your name?
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Zadar, Herald of the Arcane, Necromancer, and Custodian to the great library within the Academy of Arcane Science. I can assure you that you will meet none greater, no matter where your various exploits take you on Norath.
What would a library custodian be doing out here in the graveyard? We're a long way from a library.
This is not just a simple graveyard, mind you. There are more than just Freeport citizens buried here. This is where the enemies of the Overlord are entombed as well. You mean to tell me you were not aware of this?
That just seems like a really bad idea. I was not. Please continue.
I do not like to repeat myself, so please lend me an ear as I speak. Judging by your appearance, you haven't been here too long, so this might teach you a thing or two.
I'm ready to listen, come on.
Many ages ago, the land where this graveyard now stands was once the northern part of Freeport. It was home to a corrupt order of knights that was blindly loyal to an ancient god called Nathaniel Marr. This order of heretics was known as the Knights of Truth. They were a group of confused and dangerous men that stood in the way of Freeport's progress. Are you paying attention?
I'm listening to find your story intriguing, come on.
As time passed, the Freeport militia and others loyal to the Overlord grew in power and number. The Overlord conceived a plan to liberate his great city from the clutches of the fanatical followers of Mar.
He knew?
The Overlord called forth the brave Freeport militia and led his great army to drive out the twisted followers of Mar from our city once and for all. The people cheered to see that the hour of their liberation was at hand.
So our Overlord is the savior of the people of Freeport.
Indeed he is. As the army of the Overlord approached, many members of the Knights of Truth abandoned their posts in fear and fled deep into an ancient citadel known as Befallen. Are you listening to me? I really don't have time to waste, you know.
Yeah, but you're not continuing the story. You're just talking to me, you piece of shit. Continue on with the story.
As I was saying, the Overlord was determined to free his people from the oppression of the Knights of Truth. He marched his forces to the gates of North Freeport, very near where we now stand.
On.
Calling forth his mighty siege machines, the Overlord's armies burst through the gates and confronted the cowardly Knights of Truth.
Yeah?
The fighting went on for days as the Knights of Truth tried every desperate measure they could to retain their grip on Freeport's people. But these tyrants were no match for the Overlord's might. One by one, the Knights of Truth fell to the liberating blades of the Overlord's freedom fighters, the Freeport militia. It must have been a grand battle to behold. In the final hour of battle, the Freeport militia encircled the remaining Knights of Truth. The captain of the wicked followers of Mar, Sir Halligan, looked up to see the mighty figure of the Overlord moving toward him.
Hey, you are long-winded as shit. No wonder we don't like you erudites.
Realizing his cause was lost, Sir Halligan tried one last desperate attack against the Overlord, but it was to no avail. The minions of the Overlord rushed in with blades ready and struck true, extinguishing the foul Sir Halligan, leader of the oppressors. This graveyard now houses the bones of the fallen Knights of Truth, buried where they once fought all those years ago. It is said that the echoes of that ancient battle can still be heard in the deep, dark night. By order of the Overlord, the tombs of the knights slain that day were sealed with mortar and chains, trapping their bodies beneath the soil forevermore. Personally, I believe that the Overlord had the tombs sealed for fear that Nathaniel Mar might resurrect his fallen knights to do battle once more. But if you would be so kind, please don't repeat that speculation.
Well, I guess you really are more than just a custodian.
Custodian indeed, but I'm sure an adventurer such as you can fathom just what that entails within the walls of the Academy of Arcane Science. I'll have you know that I'm here conducting research of my own as well.
Sort of research.
Should I take this interest as genuine or as some sort of feint? Well, regardless, I love listening to myself speak. I sound great, don't I? The library sent me here to check on the tombs of the fallen Knights of Truth.
Kill all your erudites.
I imagine that the Overlord may be concerned because it's been nearly 400 years to the day of that great battle, and spirits trapped in this world are always longing for vengeance.
I imagine so. Can I be of assistance?
I wouldn't trust anyone but a loyal follower of the Overlord with the task before me, I'm sure you understand. Normally I take care of such things myself, but these duties are far below my level of expertise and intellect. What do you say?
Yeah, I'll help you.
Good. I knew you would make the smart choice. Go check on the tombs of the fallen knights. Make sure they are all still sealed and that grave robbers have not disturbed any of the mausoleums.
Is this an important task?
The Overlord will have us both executed if he finds out anyone has been tampering with the tombs in his graveyard. Report back with what you discover.
Things I do for fame and fortune. Let's go trudge around in a graveyard. That'll be fun. Alright.
How dare you?
Sir Halligan. The tomb seems to be altered. Here is strange whisper. Ooh. Oh, really? I don't want a big deal.
Finds you.
and strength. In hand. Good damage. Oh shit.
Sneaky.
This is not good.
Take my secrets to my grave, I shall. You shifty things you are. That wasn't very nice to do, friend.
Oh, okay.
And it finds you.
Get my health up a little bit. That shit hurt. Repeatable. Sir Arlen, here lies the body of Sir Arlen, Master at Arms. Sir Arlen was a traitor of the free people. Fine. Of Sir Zantil, here lies the body of Sir Zantil, the Lieutenant of the Guard, and Sir Halgan, traitor of the Free People of Court. Who's be intact? Sir Ackman's not the lead. Pennon, by Sir Pennon Bell, chaplain of the and weaponsmith for the Knights of Truth, and a traitor, of course. All perfectly fine. Brill to the west, sealed. Field tactician, field strategist, and Sir Helgen. Yep. Here's being intact. Excellent.
Hello.
Yes, if we need your services, we fulfill your duty, of course. Spirits are recently woken in graves disturbed by the grave robbers in the area. Take grave robbers have taken the relics for the search. Taken. Kill some grave robbers. Recover these holy relics and return them to the graves of which the spirits for them to rest again. Fulfill the duty for the Overlord.
Back so soon? I certainly hope you didn't just sneak off somewhere and take a nap. The Overlord is not to be trifled with.
Check the tombs as he asked.
I'm pleased to hear that you fulfilled my request. Was there any trouble?
I was attacked by a skeleton, but I managed to defend myself.
Skeleton attacks are not uncommon in the graveyard, as you have discovered. I presume this was just some ordinary fiend?
No, it was the remains of Sir Helgen, captain of the Knights of Truth.
Fascinating. The Overlord was wise to have us check on the security of the tombs. I wonder if Varicus realizes what is transpiring here in the graveyard.
Who is Varcaris?
Varicus Kerra is the leader of the Keepers of Ethanir here in the graveyard. He has some pages of an ancient tome that should help in my research. Tell him that I sent you, and if he gives you any trouble, remind him that this errand comes from the Overlord himself, passed down through the Academy.
I will seek him out.
Go now, and return when you have the pages from Varicus.
Very well, I am off. There's a merchant there. Isn't. Oh boy, lots of walking. Actually, I wonder... Report. Report. I want East Report, because Big Bend, I think, is... The ogres and trolls are. Eh, close enough. Oh. Alright, so that was not part of the original game. Things I didn't know. Though I don't remember this. In here. Guild register. I need. These way. North Freeport is where I want to go. I do remember the area being segmented like this. So now I'm just realizing I didn't need to come into town. I read this wrong. Thought about stealing your names from making me play EQ2 again. You wouldn't do that, buddy. How's it going, Spoon? Just want you to know that. Thank you. It would be 1,000 times rude, and I don't know how I would feel about that. Alright. So no, I do not need to come in here. I need to go back to the graveyard where the dude is. Let's tell them back here or something. Man. Why you gotta do that to, man? Need on the character slots so you were safe. That's every people. Oh, the graveyard isn't even in that. Like 7 alts. Jesus, dude. There's a lot of trade skills. That's fair. Down, following the road north and then to the west. That's where he is. Get overzealous and I was thinking I was going to go to the fucking library in town. Need to go to this asshole.
Yes? What is it?
Greetings, Mr. Veracus.
Well, that all depends. Who are you?
My name is Rick. Zadar sent me on behalf of the Academy.
Zadar sent you, eh? Far be it from him to get his hands dirty in the graveyard, I suppose.
You don't sound very respectful toward your superior.
Though we keepers of Ethanir must answer to the Academy of Arcane Science, ours is a grave responsibility. We watch over the tombs of Norath and ensure that the spirits of the dead make their journey to the afterlife. You have no doubt seen our guards patrolling the graveyard roads, and perhaps noticed the boneyard watchers we summoned to watch for disturbances.
Where does your order's name come from?
The Keepers of Ethanir come from a proud tradition of service to the House of the Dead in our ancient Tyrdal city of Nereak. Ethanir is a dark realm of agony, where spirits of the dead must travel. It is said that when a Norathian dies, the bell in Death Toll Tower at the heart of Ethanir rings to signal their spirit's arrival.
Fascinating tale, but Zadar sent me to retrieve some tome pages.
Ah, yes, you seek the tome pages. Unfortunately, however, they have gone missing. They may be scattered about the graveyard, or some might have fallen into the hands of the undead. Such creatures are drawn to objects of arcane power. I have other duties to attend to, so you will need to conduct your own search for the pages here in the graveyard.
The Overlord would not be pleased. He commanded that Zadar be given the pages.
I had no idea this matter was so urgent to the Overlord. Please, Hero of Freeport, you must find those pages. If not, I think all of us may face our master's wrath. Please let me know when you have found them.
I'll go find the pages. Very glad to hear it. Please let me know when you have return. What you want?
Hello.
You are not who I was expecting. What game are you playing with me? What were you expecting? Yeah. How dare you speak to me with a sharp tongue? Who do you think you are, fool? You do not bear the dark instrument. Therefore, I have no need for you. Unless... Yes. Unless my emissary failed at his task, yes. You shall succeed where my emissary failed. Trust me, it is your best interest to agree with me. What task do you need done? You choose wisely, friend. I shall use the lessons taught to Iskar by our dead emperor, Benril Sathir. This is where you come in. Magic of the dead will put a stop to Zel's pompous belief that he is our new ruler. I will tell you only once. Take the crystal, go to the graveyard, and kill the undead knights. As the beasts die, hold out the crystal and collect their souls. Return when you filled the crystal. Alright. Good night.
You've shaken the dust from my bones. Yes.
Oh, this is gonna take a while. You guys linked? Yes, you are. Not fighting that. I'll fight the squire.
Yes, dear.
Do we get Defiler again this time around? No, I'm gonna keep my Defiler on Bane. I'm actually having fun with being a berserker this time. Really, is just the main thing is I don't like being a healer. Berserkers are pretty great. They feel a lot better on this than they did on Bane. I don't know why. Oh, no Master Strike. Okay. I got the parchment pages.
And it finds you.
Gotta find some grave robbers around here, which I think they're back here normally? It's a skeleton. Oh, maybe they only spawn at night.
Death comes at last.
No healing from you. Alright, killed a bunch of those guys. I've collected the 10 souls of the undead knights. What do we got here? Leather, pain. Not better than what I got. That'll make me money. Give me the crystal. Ah, yes. It's filled. These souls. Those puppet barbarians cannot prevent me from ruling over the district. You served me well, servant. Take this coin in a token of my gratitude. Servant? Don't refer to me. Whatever. Bye. Tower of March, I believe is this. Super sketchy in here. Ah, there it is. And beneath the elevated tombs. Is it still a tomb if it's elevated off the ground? Surprised there's a lot of people boxing.
I hope your search for the missing pages has been fruitful. Neither of us can afford to disappoint the Overlord.
I found the missing pages.
Well done! Zadar was right to choose you for this duty. Where did you find the pages?
By the Tower of Mar and near the graves of the fallen knights. Some were also in possession of the undead.
The undead had them, eh? It is as I feared. There has been a marked increase in their activities as of late, the investigation of which has monopolized my time.
Could be causing this to happen.
Perhaps the veil between our world and Etherneer is weakening. Or maybe the influence of Nathaniel Mar is returning in some way to awaken his falling soldiers. In any case, the safety of Freeport demands that you get these pages to Zadar right away.
I will take the pages to him.
Here, take this book cover and put the pages inside it for safekeeping. Take the tome to Zadar so that he can finish his research.
Book cover? You mean binder? I will do so. I hope to work with you again. Not really. Y'all are assholes. Courser? It is a courser. Oh, I wonder if pets actually, like, hold aggro now.
Ah, I see you have returned. Have you brought back the pages you obtained from Varicus of the Keepers of Etherneer?
They do if you don't have a tank. Oh, I may have to build a Corsair. Dr. Varicus, he had me returned with the pages that he needed.
Excellent work. Please give me the pages at once. There is no time to waste.
Why are these pages so important?
Interested in hearing more of my tale, are you? As you recall, the fallen Knights of Truth are buried here in the graveyard.
I don't want to hear you ramble on. Have another task for me.
Good. This is what I need done. I want you to take this ancient relic to the ruins of the Tower of Mar and place it in the doorway. The relic has been stained with the blood of the Knights of Truth, and has been in the keeping of the Academy of Arcane Science since the day of that final battle.
You mean the ruined tower near the Keeper's entrance? Keepers of Etherneer? Yeah. Words.
Yes, the remains of that tower still serve as a tribute to Nathaniel Mar. Such a relic would be seen as an abomination to him.
Something bad going to happen when I take it there?
Do not worry. The binding ward that keeps the undead here also prevents outside influences from entering the graveyard and keeps any lingering energies in check. So long as the ward holds, you should be safe when you place that relic in the doorway.
What happens if the ward doesn't hold?
What could happen? The gods have been gone for centuries. You have proven yourself to be a brave hero of Freeport. Do not waver now.
Okay, if I do this, what's in it for me?
Spoken like a true citizen of Freeport.
Hell yeah.
Listen, if you help me with this, I'll be sure you are rewarded for your efforts. The Academy will take notice of us both.
Very well, I'll do it.
Just take the relic and place it in the doorway. And whatever you do, don't lose it. It is an ancient artifact, and neither the Academy nor the Overlord would be pleased if it was misplaced.
Return where do the test. Some free loot. Can't do anything with it. Alright. Place the relic. Tower. I should start gathering and get stuff for what I want to do.
Welcome back. I assume you concluded your investigation and found that the ward is still intact?
I'm not sure that the ward is still at its full potency. I was struck by the power of Mar for attempting to defile the tower.
This is dark news indeed. Mar blessed that tower long ago, and if some of that energy is now bleeding through, the ward is certainly weak. Fortunately, I've already begun translating the parchment pages you found for me in case they were needed. Oh, I'll need that artifact back, by the way.
Doing that right now so I can twink out my SK for some. I feel like I'm about as tanky as a wet paper bag at level 6. Right? Alright, Spoon, since you're here, let me ask you. Should I be doing abilities, or can I go to, like, armor and weapons for crafting? Inhabits, what do we do now?
While I finish the translation, I need you to help me once more. Are you willing?
What do you need?
It is up to the two of us to restore the ward that keeps the undead confined to the graveyard. This is our chance to save Freeport.
I thought you were only to report back to the Academy.
There is no time to waste. True heroes must be prepared to rise to the occasion and embrace their destiny. You have a bold future ahead of you. Now is the time to act.
What's in it for me?
Fame and fortune, of course. The Academy is sure to take notice of you when I report to them of what has occurred here today. You may even be noticed by the Overlord himself.
Very well, let's do it.
I want you to go back to Veracus and the Keepers of Etherneer. Tell him that we need to restore the ward and that we need the Staff of Etherneer.
I will do so. What is the Staff of Etherneer? Both apprentice abilities and also crappy gear. Yeah, but which one should I carry on to the end? That's what I need.
This staff has runes carved along its length that ward off the undead. It is often used by the Keepers of Etherneer during purifying rituals.
Why do we need this staff?
The Staff of Etherneer, when used along with the arcane power contained in the Book of the Dead, will help me repair the ward.
It's the Book of the Dead.
Time is of the essence. The ward may be fading faster than we realize, and we must repair it.
And I'm going. Just lack of abilities too. Well, I'm asking what crafting should I take in there? Should I do weapons, armor, or should I focus on doing potions and abilities? So what you should do if you hate spending money on skills or armor. Usually I don't spend money on anything. Just self-found shit.
Hello again. What brings you back to the Keepers?
So I need something that you possess.
I have no more spell parchments, if that's what he's after.
No, is that the Staff of Etherneer?
The Staff of Etherneer is our most sacred relic. entrusted to our order when it was founded in Neriak. I couldn't possibly part with it, even for a short while.
But Zadar says it's critical that he use it.
Though my order now serves the Academy of Arcane Science, my vow to the Keepers of Etherneer supersedes the Academy's demands. Why does he need the staff?
Horde keeping the undead inside the graveyard is failing, and we need the staff to restore it.
That is dire news indeed. But wouldn't someone like Thaumaturge Renalius at the Academy be better suited for this task?
There's no time, Varicus. We must do this ourselves.
Very well. Zadar may use the staff of Etherneer. He can return it to me when he's certain the binding ward is back in place.
I'll let him know.
Travel swiftly. All of Freeport is depending on you now.
I'll take good care of the staff. He will.
Have you obtained the staff of Etherneer?
Yes, here it is.
I'm sure it was difficult to convince Varicus to part with it, but this is indeed the staff of Etherneer.
How can you tell?
Do you see these runes inscribed upon it? They are written in the language of the dead. When spoken to the living, this language sounds like mere whispers, but to the undead it sounds as clear as how you and I are speaking now.
For the history lessons, what do we do next?
Confront the local grave robbers and determine if one of them has obtained the Book of the Dead. The grave robbers tend to work at night, so begin your search then.
I will do it.
Excellent. Return to me when you have found it.
Alright, and when I have it. You were just one-handed, yeah. But I get a building will be better. 7 strength versus just the 3, yep. Health, sweet. Is an upgrade. What's over here?
Well met.
Fragments to dust. I'm a genius. What? A bone mud golem, or maybe a mud bone golem. I'll be famous. A bony bone golem? No, no, no. A golem made from mud that has been ground bones in it. Maybe it'll increase the potency of the creature. Maybe it will make it more resistant to certain attacks. Or maybe it won't do anything at all. I need some bone fragments to grind up. Mix with mud. Exactly! You should help me. Then you can be famous too. Sure, I'll help. Great! Get me 100 bone fragments. That should be enough. Don't bring me anything fresh, either. I need brittle bones so I can grind them. Just bring me back bones from anything undead that you should do the trick. I can get you your fragments. Oh, thank God, a backpack. Great! I'll be summoning these things in no time. Be quick. Alright. I'd say if you just be rocking found quested gear, then do alchemist for skills, but armored lets you make gear for alts. Ah. So if I do alts or anything, I probably wouldn't be another armor wearing dude. I was kind of thinking weapons because it's kind of hard to keep myself dual wielding throughout the game, I feel. I think Berserker kind of needs to go wheel.
And it finds
Rusty symbol of Ma.
calls to me.
Reanimation rune. Man, that'd be great if I could get Master Strike. Got two of the rarest things to fucking find. The goddamn leg and now the rune. Never found weapons must be worth it as a main character. If you do an awful lot of gathering, grinding, leveling, just to catch yourself 2 items every 10 levels. Fair enough. Yeah, I guess I'll just do Alchemist then. It's the only thing I could think of that would be worth it. I can get myself some healing potions and stuff. Can never go wrong there. Yeah. I don't know. Knowing my luck, you can.
What's for dinner?
Ooh, I've retained the rank of Undead Killer.
Well met.
Did you get the fragments? Yes. Backpack. Excellent. Now I just need some mud. I can collect that myself. I'm quite familiar with mud. Thanks for the help. If you ever get rich and famous, I'll let you know. Okay. Yay. I have more backspace. Let's go collect things that we need for doing alchemy. Stones, ore, and roots. See, it's 420 on Norath. Almost nighttime, and then I can actually start working on good stuff. one day I'll get some roots from this thing. Hey, I got some roots. Does this start a quest? Ah, it does. Metal medallion, a very old, rusty, but bears the symbol of Nathaniel Marr. Someone who may be interested in this symbol, the Temple of Or on the north section may be a good place to start. I did a thing! Some more roots. Good. Still waiting for nighttime so I can finish up this quest. What race should make my bruiser? Since racial tracking isn't in, I feel lost. Well, a little bit of a story time now, and what race I think you should make your bruiser. In my quest for looking up for something to play when I first got this game, way back when it originally released, I was looking at different races and combinations and things like that. And for whatever reason, Froglock Bruiser came into mind. And, you know, I was interested in that. I wanted to look up some builds and stuff like that, see what was out there. Typing it in and then hitting search, I got one of the weird, like, piece of clothing with a random words on it. And for whatever reason, one of the images was a pair of panties that said Froglock Bruiser on it. And it broke me. I could not stop laughing at that. I showed it to one of my friends, showing him, hey, here's some panties that just say Froglock Bruiser on it. Why? Don't know. But it's the greatest thing I've ever fucking seen. So it's always just been a meme. So if you're looking to make a bruiser, make a Froglock Bruiser. And if you want, name him Panties. Hey, wow. Right. I'd have to betray it, leave that honor to you. Man, you're the one that does it. I tried it a couple times. I can't. That's too much grind. Thanks for mentally scaring me. Ah, no problem. It's what I'm here for. I'm not here for entertainment. I'm here for psychic damage. Be way worse. I was the first halfling bruiser on my server, not ever back in. Huh. Gotta be some ore somewhere around here. Some more roots. Alright. It's almost nighttime. Got a bald wolf ranger named Bruce Willis. See, you're talking about my horrible scarring. That's awful. You should be ashamed of that. This with my druid Keanu leaves. God damn it. Ore! Delicious ore! So do you have a necromancer named Daddy Movie? I use the same name for Versoon, for Necro. And I don't remember, that's been a while. Fieldmore Graves. Yep, there we go. God damn. 5 boxing? Jesus. It's actually nighttime and now I can find grave robbers. On the server, I'm sure just people going to farm flat. It's really like $5. I mean, if they're coming from EverQuest 1 to EverQuest 2 just to kill time, yeah, they're probably really into boxing. Which, I mean, I guess more power to you if that's what you're into, but I'd honestly rather just play with people. Once I get out of Freeport, we can actually start grouping up with people and anybody that's watching if you want to play together. Hey, it's nighttime. I thought the grave robbers would actually show up. Maybe I need to go back down into here and piss off the... 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Well, that's going to be a while. And you know what? It's about time for me to end stream anyway, so we're going to go ahead and call it here. So I'd like to thank everybody for joining me tonight. I hope you guys all had fun. If you're new here, I do have a community Discord called Band of the Line. There's a link down below, or you can type in !Discord in the chat to get it to pop up. If you're watching this on YouTube, there is a link down below in the description, along with a link to playlist that's been playing today, unless you want to listen to your own music, listening to this. Once again, this is kind of an ASMR thing that I'm doing, and some light voice acting that I'm going to be doing for this. I hope you guys all had fun. Hope to see you all next time. First, let's go ahead and raid out to... I know exactly who I'm raiding out to. Here's my good buddy who just started streaming. And he's got his tags all wrong. We're going to raid out to Lope. And we're going to give him some love. Hope you guys all have a wonderful night. And we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.